Hello friends, welcome to Catia Tutors, and in this tutorial I will tell you how you can make the simple gear in Catia v5, although you can use this tutorial to make it in Catia v4 or Catia v6 or in previous versions of Catia as well, but I'll use v5 specifically for making this tutorial, this gear. So I generally make with the XY plane. I start drawing with the XY plane, so I'll select this XY plane and I'll go to my sketch here. Now in this I'll select a circle, so let's go and click on the center and make a circle, and let's dimension it. So I'll use a circle with a diameter of 1 unit, so I'll change the diameter to 1 mm. And now let's go and select the circle again, and let's click on the center and let's make another circle, and this time I'll select its diameter as 0.5 mm. So let's go and change this diameter to 0.5. Yeah, it will be shorter than the previous one, the circle which we have already made. And now let's go to the third one and make a circle with a diameter of 2 mm or 2 units. So I've made this with a diameter of 2 units, change it to 2 units, and then our fourth circle, go on with, make it up with a diameter of 3 units. So let's go to the same center and make a circle with a diameter of 3 units. So here we have all the 4 circles. Okay, so now let's change this circle, this one, into construction circle. So select this and click on construction, and here we have this as a construction circle. And now we'll make a few more circles. So go to the same center and with the same center, and okay, we don't want a construction circle, so I'll click on the construction now, and now we'll make a circle outside this and one circle that is inside this, and starting from the same center point. Okay, we don't know the radius of these 2 circles as of now, so we'll customize it. Now here we have the 4 circles, and now let's go and place this here, this graphic properties. Here we have the sketch tools. Okay, now let's go and add a construction line. So I'll make a construction line which is parallel to our horizontal axis, and which exactly follows our horizontal axis, and we'll make some simple customizations on this. Okay, so now let's apply this constraint and select this circle and select this circle, and we'll apply a gap of 0.381 units, so 0.381 units in between these 2 circles, and let's apply a simple gap of 0.214 between the central circle and this to make it fully constrained. So we'll apply a gap of 0.214, and which is exactly here 0.214, so we don't need to apply it here, but if not, you go on and apply a gap of 0.214 between these 2. Now let's go and add the details of our gear. To add the details, I'll zoom this area here on the right of this. Okay, so now let's go to spline, and we'll make a feature on this drawing. So I'll click on this, then I'll click on this central axis, and then I'll click on this third one and click on this select, and we're gonna make a mirror of this, but before that we'll make some changes. So first is we need to trim, so click on trim and click on this circle which is outside, and let's make a trim. And you can see that this complete circle is now gone, and all we have is a small segment here. Okay, so now we need to make some more changes to this, and for that I'll go to trim, and let's go and trim this portion. So I have trimmed this portion which is in between, and now let's go to fillet, and I'll apply fillet to this and use a radius of 0.062. So first I'll select this arc, and then I'll select this spline, and I told you that we need a radius of 0.062, so enter it and press enter, and here we have a radius of 0.062. and next we need to have a radius, we need to change this distance. So now let's go and change this distance. So the distance is 0. So let's go and change the distance between this point and this point to double click on this, change it to 0.0 0.094 divided by 2. Okay, I don't know the exact length, so I can write it like this as well and press OK. So the length is now changed, and again we need to change one more distance. So go to this, click on this point and click on this line, and again we need to change the distance. So double click on this, and this time we need to change this distance to 0.2618 divided by 2 and click OK. Okay, so here we have the changed values, the changed dimensions, and there is one more detail that we need to add. We need to make a mirror of the geometry which we have made here. So now let's go and make a mirror out of this. So I'll go on and select mirror. Before that, let's go and select the geometries which we need to make a mirror. So select these three geometries, click on mirror, and then click on this axis, the horizontal axis, and here we have the mirror image of this geometry. Okay, so now we can click on this geometry and we can delete it. So select and right click and delete. We don't need it here anymore. Okay, so now we'll make a copy of this. We'll make an array out of this. So select this and go to rotate, and now we'll make duplicates. So click on duplicate radio button, select 17 instances because in total we want to make 18 gear tooths. So select 17 here, 18th will be our original profile which we have already made, and now click on the center. So click on the center, and now we'll click on the first point here. So click on the first point, and now you can see that here we are making our profiles, and we need an angle of 20 degrees. So go to this, change the angle to 20 and click OK. And as soon as you hit on the OK button, we have here all the profiles. You can see them here, and we have made it, and just we need to convert all of these things into 3D geometry. So we have made it, and now let's go and have a look whether these are all joined or not. So I think yeah, they are joined. So let's exit this workbench. Yes, we have this complete, but here we have some errors. These two are not joined. So now let's go and join them. So for joining them, we need to enter a small length here. We need to enter a line of a particular length. So now we need to cover this small gap. So select line, and on this line tool we need to click on this point. So click on this point, and next I'll click on this point, and here we have these two sketches joined with each other. So now let's go and make sure that these are joined. So select both these sketches, go to geometric constraints, and let's apply tangency. And here we have the tangency, and okay. So here we have already applied the tangency on this, and we'll apply tangency on this as well. And now we'll make a copy of this. So select this small segment of line and zoom out, and select this rotate again, and again we need to select 17 instances. Click on the center and click on a point. You don't need to be precise, click on any of the point here, and now let's enter a angle value of 20 degrees and click on OK. So we have joined all the gaps. Yes, we have covered the gaps here, and we don't have, and you can see that in each of the gap we have our profile now. So now let's make a small keyway that is also required with the rectangle tool. So select rectangle, and I'll make a small keyway into this. So select this and let's drag it a little. Okay, we are done. And here you can see that I'm not making a precise drawing. This drawing is not accurate as per the engineering standards, but it will definitely give you an idea of tools of CATIA, or how you can use these tools effectively. So the main motive of using this gear is to teach you how CATIA can be used. So now we have made all these things, and obviously in the ideal cases you